Welcome to ValueVest Daily, where we analyze the best value and hot stocks daily. Today, we're diving into a really fascinating company that's sitting right at the crossroads of two of the biggest trends in technology, artificial intelligence and cryptocurrency. And that company is Hut 8.
So let's just start with this question because it really gets to the heart of what's going on here. We are looking at a company that is fundamentally challenging what it even means to be a crypto miner. This isn't just a hypothetical. It's a question that could redefine the entire industry.
Exactly. This is the core strategy of Hut 8. They are deliberately, and I think brilliantly, positioning themselves as this unique hybrid in the market. They're trying to capture the upside from both the digital asset world and the absolutely explosive growth we're seeing in high-performance computing for AI.
Okay, so that's the big idea, right? But how does this ambitious strategy actually translate into financial strength? Let's pop the hood and break down the fundamentals to see what's really going on with this company. So here's a quick snapshot as of late October 2025. You're seeing a solid market cap, over $4 billion, and that debt-to-equity ratio, about 26%. That's pretty reasonable. It suggests they aren't dangerously overleveraged. But honestly, the real story, the number that jumps off the page, is their profitability. I mean, look at that. A profit margin of over 112% is just incredible. Now, how does that happen? Well, it's this powerful one-two punch of having really efficient mining operations combined with the appreciation of all the digital assets they're holding on their balance sheet.
Performance like that is pretty exceptional, and it really begs the question, in a super competitive field of crypto miners, what gives Hut 8 its edge? What's the secret sauce here?
And the answer really comes down to its economic moat. You've probably heard this term before, but for any company, this is its unique, sustainable advantage. It's the thing that protects its profits from competitors over the long haul. Think of it like a castle's moat, protecting it from invaders. And here it is. This is Hut 8's moat in action. They've built their energy infrastructure to be this incredibly flexible asset. It's not just a one-trick pony. They can point all that low-cost power towards Bitcoin mining when it's super profitable. Or, and this is the genius part, they can pivot and power those energy-hungry AI data centers when that demand is higher. It is a fantastic strategic hedge. And this whole strategy is backed up by some serious financial reserves. We're talking over $200 million in cash and nearly 4,000 Bitcoin on the books. That gives them this amazing flexibility and the capital to not just survive market swings, but to invest aggressively wherever the opportunity is, whether that's in crypto or in AI. All right, so let's move over to the charts. Let's see how this strong fundamental story and this really unique strategy are actually being reflected in the stock's performance. The numbers tell a compelling story for sure, but the charts show us the market's reaction in real time. And as of late October 2025, that reaction is pretty powerful. The stock is showing strong upward momentum, pushing right past that $50 mark. And this isn't just some recent blip. It's part of a sustained trend that the market is definitely paying attention to. You can see that bullish trend really clearly here. The price is trading well above both its 50-day and its 200-day moving averages. And if you're not familiar, a moving average is just the average price of the stock over a set period. When the current price is way above these long-term averages, it's a classic signal of strong, sustained positive momentum. Now, for all you traders out there, these are the key levels to watch right now. The stock is bumping its head up against resistance in that $51 to $52 range. If it can punch through that, the path could be clear for another big leg up. On the flip side, that $44.79 level is the key area of support that needs to hold. So the crucial point here is that the technical picture seems to be lining up beautifully with the fundamentals we just talked about. And the analyst consensus is clear. The charts are signaling healthy momentum, and that has Wall Street feeling very positive about its outlook. So, with a strong fundamental foundation and some really clear technical momentum, the next logical question is, what's the future potential? Where could this stock actually be headed from here? Well, analysts have set some pretty distinct targets. In the short term, we're talking the next 1 to 3 months, a lot of folks see this stock hitting the $60 mark. But if you look out further, on a 3-year horizon, some projections are calling for a price of over $100. That would be a double from where it is right now. And this optimism, it's not just wishful thinking. It's being fueled by some major catalysts. I mean, you got a huge vote of confidence recently when the trading giant Jane Street disclosed a 5% stake. You combine that with their ongoing expansion into AI, their massive Bitcoin holdings, and that incredible year-to-date performance, and you've got a really powerful narrative for growth.
But, of course, no investment is without risk. It is absolutely essential that we look at the other side of the coin here. High potential returns often come with high potential risks, and Hut 8 is definitely no exception. The very same things that drive Hut 8's potential also introduce some pretty significant challenges. The crypto market is, as we all know, notoriously volatile. There's more and more regulatory scrutiny on the energy consumption of miners. And that AI infrastructure space, it is becoming fiercely competitive. It's also worth pointing out that short-term earnings per share projections are actually negative right now.
And that brings us to our mandatory disclaimer. Please, please remember, this analysis is for informational and educational purposes only. This is not financial advice, and you should always, always do your own research before making any investment decisions.
So I think what you should really take away from all this is a central provocative question about Hut 8's entire strategy. Does combining two of the most volatile industries on the planet, crypto and AI, create some kind of diversified, stable powerhouse? Or does it just double the exposure to risk? That right there is the billion-dollar question that investors are betting on. We really hope you found this deep dive valuable today. Please subscribe for daily stock analysis, and we'll see you on the next one.